Good morning, Canadian Yarn Heart. My name's Elizabeth, and this is Salem, my beautiful boy, and that's Willow, and Maya's at my feet. Today we're going to be making this coffee cup cozy, and I'm very proud of it because it is 2 modified stitches that I've come up with on my own. So I'm going to move you over to the overhead cam, and we'll get started. Okay, so this one I am going to be using Bernat Premium. It is a 4 acrylic, does recommend 5mm hook and needle. I'm not too worried about that. I am going to be using a 4mm, as you can see right there. Help a little bit. So we are going to start with the standard single crochet bottom, a magic circle. Now, this is somewhat of my own modified design. I was trying to find a really neat 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you get your 6 chain stitch, your single crochets on the bottom. You're going to tighten that up, and you're going to single crochet them together. I have done this multiple times on multiple different videos, so I'm not terribly worried about showing that too in depth this morning. So now we are going to increase in each stitch. So you're going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch you come across. Now, the 2 stitches I have used is a modified cluster stitch, or a cluster stitch used with a lark's foot stitch. I'm pretty sure it's the name of the stitch I used. I didn't actually look at anything to do it. I just kind of felt it out. So what we're going to do now is we are going to slip stitch after this row. So there's an increase in each and every stitch. And I do apologize if you start hearing noises. It's probably the thunderstorm I'm about to have, which I adore thunderstorms, so it doesn't bother me, but I hope it doesn't make too much sounds for you guys. We've been having some nice rain for the last few days, which is desperately needed. So now you're just going to darn it in, because if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back, and you do know I hate tails. I hate them because they can get in the way. You can accidentally work them in, and that can be a real pain if you don't realize that you're working your tail instead of your project. And then it can tickle your hands, it can irritate you, all these kinds of things. So I always try to get it out at the first. Now, this one you're going to do a single crochet. I do apologize, it's black. I did kind of want another one like this one. Oh, I did green on the bottom. I thought I did black. So this one is going to be a single crochet and then an increase, which is 2 single crochets. So you're going to do a single crochet and then an increase. And you're going to do that all the way around. Single crochet and then an increase, 2 single crochets. So 1 crochet, single crochet, and then the next stitch has 2. You're just going to continue doing that all the way around. And you're going to continue increasing this way. So the next row will be 2 single crochets in between each increases. And you're going to do that until you have 3 single crochets in between each stitch. And then I will show you what the next step is. So here is, I'll show you the start of this one. So we have 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and then this is your increase. So continue that all the way around until you have 3 single crochets in between each stitch. All right, so normally I would say that would be good enough to be able to start yours. I am going to do 1 more row. I did figure that out when I did this one, I'm pretty sure. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, okay. So what I'm going to do now is, I think I did initially open it, but it was too much. So I'm going to start with the green one. These are all just random yarns I've had. Where is my end? There we go. Where is it? There we go. So we're going to start with this one. Now, if you know anything about a cluster stitch, you know you're going to have to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do, like I said, the cluster stitch. So you're going to go 1, 2. Oh, wait, no, that's a half double, sorry. So let me start this again. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and 4 double crochets. And oh, that's right. With a block stitch, you don't actually come off. So what you do is you go 1 double crochet, leaving it on, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and 4 double crochet. And then you're going to come in and go 1, 2, and then you're going to do that again. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochet, and 4 double crochets. So now you're going to 1, 2. So now you do that again. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and 4 double crochets. Now that I want to come in, normally I would say this is the section that I want you to see, but I actually like the bubble. So you want the bubble on the outside. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4. So now we're going to come through 1, 2, and you're going to do that again. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and 4 double crochets. And like I said, you're going to keep doing this all the way around your row. So 1, 2. Just going to keep going. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and then I like to have 1 single crochet right at the end, or double crochet. Now, you are going to want to trim this, so you can trim this one as you go. Now, I won't be putting it in. So 1, 2, turn. Now you're going to go single, or this one you're going to do a single. So I did do all 3. All right, a single. You're going to do a double crochet trying to grab here, double, a half double, and then you're going to do a single as well again. And then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to go single, half double, and single. And you're going to do that all the way around. Now, I know that is not quite what a lark's foot is, but this is what my pattern that I came up with is going to be like. So this is how you're going to do it. 1, 2. And what this is actually going to do is actually tighten up the black rows so it pushes the purple or the green row a little more bulging out, and that'll give you the little more of the bobble look that I'm going for here. So 1 half double. Remember to get the black row below it. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then you do that again. So I'm going to keep going, and I will show you the color change in just a minute. Okay, so I have just finished the first row. I am going to darn it in these ends because, as I said, they do drive me crazy. And this is something I do not want them out and about for. So I'm going to darn this end in this way. And as you noticed, I did not connect the black. I do not want the black connected. So now what we're going to do is we do it a slightly different way. So I'm just going to try and darn this end in so this one is out of the way. And I'm just going to finish darning that in. You can do that with the colored ones on this row. So if you were to change it and you wanted to have the colored ones on the outside or on the inside and the bubble ones be black, you could do that easily. But you're going to be changing colors constantly. So now what we want to do is your next color. I think I grabbed purple. So I'm going to find my purple end. What you're going to do is you're going to do a chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to 1, 2, 3, and 4 to do the same thing as row 1, 1, 2, and you do it again in this hole. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 2. You are going to do this all the way around, and you're going to continue this pattern all the way up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. I will show you what it looks like when I come back, and we'll be almost done. Okay, so I have my 5. Now what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the black row. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your black row, 2, 1, 2, going to finish it off just like you would normally, because we want the black to be the top color. So 1, 2. But then after this row, we're going to single crochet around the top with the black. So we are technically done with the other colors. But, so what we're going to do is we just keep finishing this pattern. I very love this pattern, this bubble pattern. I mean, it'll look good. Any way you say it, it looks good. So I can't wait to put it on a cup, and that'll push all the balls out. And 1, 2. Just keep going down to that row below. Do your half double crochet, and then that. And you just keep doing that all the way around. Getting the black row below is important because then it adds a solid. See, if I just did the double crochet here and here, you're not going to get the black. That's why it is important to go down, grab one of the threads, and then what you're doing is you're evening out the black so that way it covers. It covers fully. It And then it also then pulls this row down a bit, helping you give yourself the bubble look. So it kind of helps with that too. So you can do that, chain 2, and then you're just going to single crochet. Now what you're going to do is 1, 2. Now you're going to single crochet all the way around. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So you just pretty much 2 in the open space and 2 here. So you're going to go all the way around your cup, or I should say your cup cozy, making sure not to get the green. So that is your last color on the top. And as I said, you could add the orange. I wanted something a little different because I have orange, I have purple, but I didn't have a lot of green and purple, so I thought this would be a really nice match for me. Actually, I'm going to go back. And if you notice, I'm going to help that one look better. So 1, 2, and you just do that literally to make it look like it's not got black all over it. That way it looks a little bit nicer, giving you just a little bit of a better finish. 2, 2 in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down around where the handle would be, just giving yourself a little bit more to work with in between the handle, because I will show you what it looks like. If it looks like what most of them do, there's usually a little bit of a space in between the handle and the cozy. And if you don't do this, all it's going to do is just start pulling on you. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3. And now what you want to do is you want to grab each and every bar of the colors. So you have to get 3 in there. You got to get 3. If you can only get 2 or 1. And you just keep going down, trying to make it darker and look black, because that is, you want black as close to this end as possible. That's why if you notice around here, you will see a little bit, but most of it is pretty much black. Therefore, allowing you to have a little bit more of a consistent look, in my opinion. It just has a bit better of a finishing look. So you're just going to come over here and you just keep trying to grab which stitches you can grab. If you have to grab 2 here, you grab 2. If you put 3 in, put a 3rd one in. And you just keep climbing up it, giving yourself the chance to darken all this edge, which in my opinion just makes it look a little better. 1, 2, and 3 it, and then single crochet, slip stitch there, 2, put it in here, and as I said, it's still a fair ways away on this particular coffee cup cozy, so you're going to want to do, I'm going to do 3, so 1, 2, 3, come over here, pull through, it with your scissors, and then you darn this one in really good, because there's going to be some stress on this particular stitch. So you really do want to make sure you kind of get a good tightening, darning, whatever you want to call it. You want to get a really good job of making sure it's nice and tight. Up, and then we'll just come down and just leave as much of a tail darned in as possible, giving you more strength is what that'll do for you. That. So I'm going to put the cup up in it. Come on. There we go. And this is what I was saying, where it is tight. You just kind of got to work it up. I may end up having to go back in and doing a little bit more on that handle, or let's see if I can get it this way. Sometimes you can get it to work. I might just have to go back in. There we go. Got it on. You don't want it too loose either, because then it will fall off. So that's the problem you get. And as you can see, you still have a little bit of a gap there. But otherwise, I think my coffee cup cozy looks pretty good. I do hope to earn your like and subscription. I would love to earn your like and subscription. I'd love to hear from you in a comment. I hope you are a returning viewer or this is your first visit. Thank you very much for either. Appreciate both of you. If you're a returning viewer or a new viewer, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope to see you again tomorrow, and I will see you again.